Moving to oneness. Nourishing curiosity. Embracing differences. Becoming one.
Welcome to the Moving to Oneness podcast. As I'm starting this show, my beautiful cat, Genie, is moving to another space to provide space for what is coming. He always has a sense of what is unfolding as soon as I do a recording, and a healing is there to come. Also, what is very beautiful at the moment, there's a drizzle outside, gray sky, and here and there is a crystal snowflake coming down. So I'm sensing that my guest, which I'll introduce you to in a moment too, is a very, very fine woman and is being supported with I don't want to call it a cleansing because of this drizzle, these fine droplets that are falling to the ground. But it's more of a dissolving, very gentle dissolving, in a way also melting away the top layer or top layers, like a candy, and then the droplets and the sugar dissolves with the water very gently, and it just runs off. Wow, it's going to be really, really exciting. So my guest is here, courageous and open to be a guided guest, is sitting in England close to the ocean, the English Channel, and bringing her heart to you, to me, and herself. So welcome, Charley, that you're here on the Moving to Oneness show. How are you?
Hi, I'm really good, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. It just feels like it just aligned perfectly.
Yeah, do tell what you wrote me when I asked everyone for a person on the internet, right, on Facebook, who would love to be a guest. And you wrote something really interesting when you said, yes, here I am. Can you tell that with the listener?
I can't actually remember what I wrote, to be honest. I think it was just, I just remember the feeling of seeing it and thinking, I don't know what this is, but it feels like a yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't remember what I wrote.
You wrote something else that I really found important. It is you had asked for support.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and interestingly, I'd run a circle on a few days ago about that topic as well, about receiving support. And I replied to you before that, but I've really got to a point where I've realized that as someone who supports others, that I really need to be supported as well. And, previously I might have thought, oh, somebody else should take that spot. But it just felt like, yeah, I've seen it. It's just been posted and I feel like it's a yes. So I'm going to claim that. And I feel like that's been a big part of my journey in doing that, in saying, yes, I'd like that, please, and thank you. And I think before I used to let others go first and sort of think, oh, well, they probably need it more. And sometimes, yeah, I think it's just been about allowing myself to be supported. And when I do that, I can support people even more as well. So yeah, it just felt really aligned.
Yeah, when you were speaking, what came to my mind, yeah, this is a beautiful thing when we open up ourselves in a way where we let ourselves fall back, especially as women, right? We love supporting others,
Mm.
and it's a little harder to take in the time and the space to say no. Now I'll support myself by maybe taking care of um, a wellness or time for myself, or selecting a bath or a swim outside or a walk and before we go on to others. But what really came out, it was this sentence, because if you have that space where you can be yourself, let yourself fall back, you have experienced it. So the moment you go out to someone else and share that truth of that experience, they sense that they can let themselves fall back too, because you're doing it,
Yeah.
right? So an experience is already a healing we pass on, because an other person can synchronize right away with your loving experience and your whatever you recognized, whatever you found within yourself in that moment, what you've sensed, and what you opened up to. And
Mm.
um, yeah, so this is it's a nice thing. Yeah, it's something new expressed in a new way, that this experience is for others to experience then too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's funny as well, that you said about your cat being present, because I've recently asked the universe for more cats. And they've been I've I'm in lockdown at the moment because we're in lockdown in England. And so I've not been going anywhere or seeing the cats that I usually would. However, I've now got two cats that come and look at me in my garden. And my friend also sent me a picture of Freddie Mercury with his cats, and had no idea about this. And at the circle the other night, there were two cats there, and now this. So it's just really hilarious. Just what a sense of humor. Mm.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had a radio show for 6 years, and I had one passed on, but one cat was more whenever I would say the Star Nations came in channels, she would want to come into the room. So in the middle of
Mm.
the radio show, I said, "Oh, excuse me, I have to open the door."
Yeah.
And close it. And then Puccini, came back inside, he's looking outside of the window, sitting on the heated heater. It has like a beautiful place between two plants. He loves to sit between the plants and look outside. He has been more always called the shaman, that when there were healings going to happen, he would
Mm.
walk into the room, and sometimes both were needed. And when we're done, they wanted to get out. So again, I had to say, "Excuse me, I have to let them out." It was
Well,
always
yeah.
really funny. And I thought that was so wonderful, because by me being me and sharing my experience of my cats and how important they are in my life, all of my listeners loved it, right? Most of them probably were also cat people, or very in tune with cats. And the listener, you don't know what I'm seeing on video, but behind Charley over the fireplace is a picture of a tiger. So she has also within her a lot of feline connections, and that fits so beautifully also with what I was talking about, the finesse of the rain, because the cats are the same way, right? They walk so gentle, barely touching the ground. And this tiger, I'm going to go back to that tiger that's behind you, because why did you pick him? He has such sovereignty when he walks, he or she walks, right? Um, in so control, but also in every moment so soft enough and in a way flexible enough to pounce in
Mhm.
any direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the relaxedness of when sitting still and observing, or going up on a tree and to look down, right? Because they're comfortable also in heights. They also have this grand view over everything. They have an observance, but then they also go down and go into the nitty gritty. They even go into the water, right? So it's a very interesting, a colorful cat with a presence, Charlie. And this is really interesting. So I'm not going to say more because, as you know, I sense people long before they experiences what is to come. I would love to now ask you what arises for you in the moment you would love support with, where you would love to fall back into. Do you desire a song, some wisdom, some energy healing? I'm now all here for you.
Well, I'm just going to breathe into that for a minute.
Take your time.
It's interesting that you said about the cats as well, because my spirit animal is a panther,
Mm.
and um, and it makes sense in lots of ways. Um, I think what's present for me at the moment and what keeps coming up is this. I feel like I'm stepping out into full expression of myself, and I feel like I've always been connected to myself and I've been authentic, but it feels like an even deeper level in a more visible way, and in a way to get myself out there a little bit more and get my work out there. I feel like there's been this tendency to be small and to allow others to go first. And I'm really feeling that I'm stepping into, I do feel like I am dissolving, like you said earlier. There's a dissolving of an old part of me that I lived with depression for about 23 years of my life. And it sort of felt like I was surviving through a lot of that. And I overcame it about 6 or 7 years ago, I think it was. And it's been like a learning, a relearning of reconnecting to who I really am, learning to look after myself and learning to love myself, really. And so, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think it's about stepping out and stepping forward boldly, like you said with the cat. They walk with presence. They're not, they do what they want.
Yes.
And I love that about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's that's what's present for me at the moment, and I'm open to what wants to come through, really. I'm open to it all, whatever you feel.
Wonderful. Thank you. Now, the nature outside is already changing. So they're coming more snowflakes. I would say now there are 70% snowflakes in the drizzle.
Mhm.
So you're crystallizing your desire. You're becoming very clear and you just created intention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spoke out what you are moving into. So at this time, it really is the time 2020, 2021, 2022, where we are moving into living all of us and not a part of us.
Yeah.
And this has been a little scary for some of us. I would even say most of us. Also, it needs time. It
Mm.
needs dedication to say yes, whatever it is, to become aware of it, right? To create the space to become aware of what we are. And I love the word what you used, that you're in a way relearning. And this is one thing what you're many of us are bringing, and also you, Charley, has not been here on earth yet. So you have to learn, and there are many others, and that's why you hear you a very beautiful, yeah, example sounds so funny. But as you're going through, you're helping so many others in the moment to move through this as well. And not through, it is opening up more, becoming even more expanded, to becoming more soft.
Yeah.
Very, very important. Very soft, very gentle, so that we can walk on this earth with barely touching the ground, if at all. There is not needed anymore this weight of trying to connect, to anchor ourselves, to ground ourselves, right? It is already there, otherwise we would be a pancake. Yeah, we have always this beautiful connection, every human being, every animal, right? A beautiful connection to our beautiful planet Earth, right? The blue one, and with nice green color and browns. And then also going into the skies, into the cosmos, being there connected to your own source and with everything else. So now is the time of observing and dissolving and recognizing, I've done this all my life. That was so easy. I want to do more of that. And what I've been not doing and have been doing more that others are telling me to do or showing me to do. Because when you are, oh, well, a lot of people are going to come to want to talk. Getting in the throat already. It is for you to say, yes, I can do all of this already.
Mm.
And to have to let it arise. It's not like you have to learn anything. You do not need to go to college, right? To be yourself. And then you have a degree and someone says, yes, now you're ready to be whoever you are and be and create that purpose for your life. You came with a purpose. And you're remembering now what you've been doing all along. And this, when I say that now is the time where you, me, we all find really our essence, is when we say, oh, I can do this and this is my talent. And I'm going to share that more with the world, share that more with my partner, share that more with my friends, educate others of how I function and how I want to be. This is important. What do you desire to be? How do you like to move your body? Yeah. So to become visible, and you want to bring out more of you. It takes the time to go inward and say, what is at the core, right? For me, my purpose here is to bring beauty, to make people aware of their beauty, to make people aware of the beauty that is existing, and the beauty that is existing within themselves, and the beauty of a relationship. I mean, the list goes on. So you'll find more and more what you are about, and it's very simple. It is not a complex thing. And if you take time to go in, what did I do as a child? What did I do as a teenager? What did I detest? Because that also shows you things, especially as a teenager, when there was this a little bit of a revolution within you, right? When you boycotted a little bit to the outside world, because
A
one
little bit.
thing, a little bit, yeah, genau. They didn't understand you and they did it different, but you knew what was better to do because you had that sense. But others did not have the ears for it. Others did not have the eyes to see it. Others didn't have the understanding or even the desire to understand. You are already, you want so much for yourself. You want to live so much your truth. You want others in this world to live their truth and to see themselves. You see what is possible. You sense, and when you noticed, right, that whatever you said was laughed at, ridiculed, not understood, you became quiet, you went inward, and in a way you escaped. But now, in a way that was good too, because now is the time to come out. So you went inward and took care that nothing of this, it's like you made a huge big shell, a little hard, but with a lot of cracks, so the light could always still shine out through the cracks. It's like you did not stop. You, even though you really tightened in and pulled yourself together, condensed yourself. Yeah, that's what I mean, pulled together. Not pulled together, be this way or act that way. Yeah. And in that space, people let you be. They gave you a label. They said, yeah, she has a depression, blah, blah, blah. Right? But in a way, you had them out of your field. And then there was the time where you said, no, it's done. It's over. I'm slowly moving back into who I am and even further. So the environment now is finally a tuning, or it is also the right moment, and everything happens at the right moment. Getting ready to hear, to sense the fineness that you're bringing, right? So if you're so fine, like we were speaking, what our right side is at the moment outside, and the outside can't be slow enough, calm enough, relaxed enough, willing enough to sense it, it would have been like a waste of energy. Yeah, before. So, but now what is happening is as you're opening, right? Or the stuff is dissolving, but also from the outside, but at the same time also everyone, I'm having my fingers closed, like the fingertips together in my one hand. And right, so you keep that tight. You can do that even as you listen. And then you open up this gentle, right? Very gentle, to show all of you. And then what happens out of that hand, out of that fingertips, the energy can flow. The light you're bringing to this world, the light you're bringing to others, and helping them remember as you acknowledge yourself and remember and reconnect yourself with a certainty, with a dedication, with a strong intention, yeah, to do your work, to be who you are, and then all the rest will come with ease, right? when all that is within your body, suddenly your body fills out, you've connected so strongly and recognized so precisely what you are, that you have a surety about yourself. Your whole body relaxes, goes into a different posture. It's like when a cat walks. Go back to the felines. They have posture. There's a regalness to them without overpowering or dictating others. Or, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the word is missing, but I think you can sense it. And they go their way. They do what they need. They know what is right for them. They go where they desire. They sleep when they desire to sleep. They eat what they love to eat when they love to eat. And if they don't get it, they go on. If the cat has an owner, like a pet cat, they go on their nerves until they get to eat. Or they go on their nerves until they can stay or make their human quiet enough so they can take a nap on the lap. Yeah, so they are also have a knowingness of taking the space or taking what is important to them. And that's what you're moving into. And as you do that, that shines out, because then you don't even, you automatically shine. Wherever you go, people will sense the way, the path you walk. It is like they're opening up, standing still, said, "Ooh, what does she have? I want that too." And because it is so new, you have it's like time to embody it. It takes a little, and slowly and slowly, as you get more and more, you show it more and more. And to anchor this in a little bit, there is a song for you. So this is not all theory. So open up more to the vibration of the sounds, take them into your body in a way to open all the cells within, all the particles, that they can move back into the vibration they have so much fun being in. How are you feeling, Charlie?
Oh, good. I was experiencing when I woke up quite a lot of tension on my shoulders this morning, and I feel like it's feeling good. And yeah, I feel open. I think that's the word. Yeah, I feel really grounded and open.
Go into what is open for you. Share that also with the listener. Give it more words, give it more feeling. Your vocabulary.
I feel open to love and open to receive divine inspiration, and I feel open to surrender and allow what needs to unfold. I'm currently started to read The Artist's Way, and I'm in a circle with it as well, and um, I, I've got this in front of me, and I love this principle. It says creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. And I just love that. And whilst I don't use the word God personally, I think you can use whatever word you want to use. That just feels so right to me. And so, it's like just, I don't know, I've had this realization that we are in co-creation with the universe and source, and we don't have to do it alone, which feels really a relief. That we are supported, and that we just get to receive it, and that and to give it back just feels like it is a gift, you know. And I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm at a point where I want to give that back. I've been navigating how to work with the earth's energy and embody my own body and connect with other realms. But I think, I've needed that time to integrate that and understand it for myself, I think. um but I feel ready to share that more and to help others who are also needing that. And it just feels like it is a gift. Yeah, just and putting it that way just feels really yummy to me.
But it's beautiful to see you have a whole different facial expression now. You're right. Uh, Listeners, you can't see it because I did want to record it as a video today. And there was this little shyness, uncertainty at the beginning of the show, if I may say so, right, Charlie? And now a woman is not different, but a open woman, an expanded, ready to go, ready to share. I'm going to even use the word you're determined to create,
Mm,
because that's important, right? We have to create. When I speak with the word, I have to work with intent, so I can create an intention, right? To then align everything, and that is at that point, before I even can do an intent, I have to determine to create, because before there was nothing. The moment then I decide and choose, whatever word you want to use, to create, to start playing. So creativity is a playing, but always having like a little you're right, you want to make a soup, and in the kitchen we do that all the time, trying different things together. So now it is to bring your a playing material, your kind of herbs, your kind of toys, your kind of a painting material, your kind of stones, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, but also all the ideas of the puzzle pieces of your ideas that you're going to bring together. But we have to choose to start and to create. And then what is so beautiful, because we're one with everything existing, there is support coming from all direction. But if I don't start creating, no one can come and join, because it's like, if I decide to go and eat an ice cream, I can say, who comes along to eat ice cream? And walk down into my village to go to the ice cream store. So this is also with life, and this is of our work. This is how we bring our purpose here from the non-material world into the material world. First, there has to be the desire to eat ice cream, to feel it on my tongue, to sense the flavor, to sense already what joy it's going to bring for me when I eat that ice cream, when I hold it in my hand, the smiles on my face. So, and everyone senses that when I'm going down to get an ice cream, that I will experience all of this. They'll say, ooh, that feels great. You're providing me with a vision of how this will feel within me. It may be a little different for them, but then they'll join and walk down with me. But even when we walk down, we have different way of pace, right? We don't walk in synchrony. We walk a little awkward, different. One, if you have young children, they'll skip down. Some men have these long legs, very determined, maybe go much faster. Others go slower and look at the flower here and there. But at the end, the group all ends up to get an ice cream. So the path is a little different. And this is the fun of it. And we can let it evolve in that moment. I don't even know maybe what ice cream flavor they have down there in the store. Maybe they have. Maybe they have new ones. Maybe I feel like trying a new one. So all of that, I won't decide really until I'm there. Or even maybe if I had an idea, I want raspberry. Oh, but they don't have raspberry. Then I'm open for something new and to explore it. So this is what is coming now for you, to take the time to let yourself fall back and say, ooh, what do I want to do? What do I desire to do? And what is right for me? And what do I feel like doing? What do I want to share with the world? Because you're also a messenger, right? You want to support others. That's part of you. Look for your style, your uniqueness. And the more and more you are aware of what it is, again, the more you will have it embodied, because you're more open and you're open to showing it. Then also there is no problem of visible, because you're visible source. So I mean, we are in this material world, everyone sees us, everyone senses us. Yeah, every light being sees you, every other person around the globe knows you're here. So it's not even that, this pressure of having to do things in a certain style. That's what we say, oh, I have to become visible. But you can do it in many other ways. You can be totally telepathically and do your work. Because this is what you're bringing. You're bringing understanding and teaching many of these new possibilities. So take time now, as things are melting away and you're becoming more and more open, this is just the ignition that started, right? You made the decision to open up. It's what you came with. You knew something is up, but you knew also what was within you that you wanted to happen. I sensed probably, right? Why did the cat? There is a whole complex cosmos working together now to open all of us, to help support all of us to becoming who we are, to support you, who you really are. I mean, you are already you, but to share more of who you are to the world and to live it and not to not do it. I hope that helped you.
Absolutely. And yeah, my word of this for this year is devotion.
Beautiful word.
And I'm really I feel like devotion feels like a softer, more pleasurable word than dedication, because it feels just, I don't know, a bit kinder, I guess. And I am really feeling that I want to play. Like I want to try out different things with my business. I want to try out different ways of being creative. I feel very much like in that playful, in that just I'm ready to play and
Yee!
to make that devotional as well. Like
Yeah.
that feels,
And that is probably, that's also, it's not probably, I could, let's hear you will help. You're going to help people to play.
yeah,
Yeah. So because you have experiencing now what is needed to play more, who I am to be to play more, so that you have had those experiences again to share with others, because then you're living your truth, you're living your knowledge, you're walking your knowledge, you're talking your knowledge, and others will sense that and will invite you into their life and will feel very comfortable, very, very comfortable around your gentleness, your softness, your finesse. Um, uh, Again, there are not enough beautiful words. We have to create new words. It's time to bring out more sacred words into our languages again. Again, how the cats move with this style, elegance, right? They have an elegance to them, a fluidity. Ha! Puccini came in said, just opened its mouth, said yes, right? And this softness of skin, the softness of touch. But where needed, they have the strengths. They can do that fast jump. They have that long vision, this far vision. They can hear so far. So this is all something you're supporting more and more people with. It's going to be beautiful. So thank you that you're here on this earth right now to bring this to all of us, Charley.
yeah. Thank you. Feel like it is. You know, we're all in it together, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's collective, and it's so amazing to feel supported. And I really feel like this new paradigm of women supporting women and working together without hierarchy or without control. It's just really beautiful to sort of feel supported, and we can all support each other in different ways, and maybe we don't have to, but it's there, and we might do, and that's just really beautiful to me. Yeah,
Oh,
this feeling of, I think I used to think, oh, I need to change the world. I need to help everybody. I've got this big mission that I've got to do, and I didn't know what it was. And it felt like a lot of pressure. It felt scary. It felt overwhelming. But I don't feel that anymore. I feel like it's okay. We're all here. We're all doing it. And if you need to take a day off, it's all right, because you know we'll be there the next day, and also there's lots of us. So we don't have to do it all. We don't have
no.
to speak to everybody as well. I think that's the thing, is like, it is whoever you are, and who resonates with that, and who comes into your path at that right time. And yeah, it's just magical.
Oh, beautiful words. Thank you. Thank you. And as you said those words, outside there is no drizzle anymore. There's only beautiful snow crystals coming down to this earth.
Yeah, it stopped raining here as well, actually.
So beautiful transformation, transmutation, a beautiful creation. So thank you, Charlie, for your openness, you this desire to let go and fall back, to then move forward in a new way.
Mm.
So thank you for being on the Moving to Oneness show. I'm Mylene, your host, and everyone connect with me if you want to be the next guided guest on the show. And until the next time, I wish you wonderful opening, playful time, and a creative time. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, Charlie. Thank you.